So now all these capabilities that are coming, the one part, at least in India, people will think is the dark cloud is this constant talk now of the fact that whatever you've been getting till now, those prices will not remain. You want to pay more for network capability, for data, for just everything that is being happened. There are announcements that happened here at the Mobile World Congress itself. Is this something which is expected, must happen, should happen for the health of the industry? Or do you feel there's going to be a bit of a backlash and India is not ready right now for higher prices?
I would say here we should think about one thing. What have we been doing as consumers? Okay. I used to consume, let's say, 1 GB a month around 3 years back or 4 years back. Today I consume probably 30 GB a month on my phone. Now, there is a cost to the bandwidth. Right? Everywhere there's a spectrum cost, there is an infrastructure cost, there is a device cost. If you keep consuming, as all consumers we consume more, I think it does mean that a part of that consumption, right, has to be funded. So what I see is that we have been very lucky in India that at around 2 rupees of an ARPU, we are consuming 22 on an average GB a month on the phone. Look at other markets, we are one of the lowest ARPU market.
The highest users of data, one of the lowest.
I think we have had the privilege, and I'm very confident that the operators in India are so well inclined that even with 5G, they are going to ensure that we do not change our consumer pattern, right? They do it to make money. We are consuming more and we need to pay more.
There's this new thought process that maybe those that are consuming the most bandwidth also need to pay for some of that infrastructure. For instance, the fact that, the Netflix CEO was asked, listen, why don't you invest into 5G networks all over the world because you're the consumer is using the most. Is that also something where maybe the rest of the industry also needs to come in because, the new studies say 46% of data is OTT, right? So are these models you think that could actually come about, or is this just being thrown in the air?
No, I think dynamics of the ecosystem partners and what role they play will keep changing.
Okay.
Right? Increasingly.
But does this make sense that OTT platform should invest with 5G network and pay for the bandwidth and pay for the entire? I mean, they should be part of the license.
Honestly, if you look at it, what does with my limited knowledge of what OTT players do invest, but I know that they invest billions of dollars in creating content. They have their role to play. They've already played their role. The content we are consuming, they're investing a lot on that. Individual partners of the ecosystem will always be an overlap, and some will take larger responsibility as we move ahead. It has always happened.